I'm always looking for ways to show my cat how much I love her. And with Fancy Feast gems, I can pamper her whenever I want with a savory gravy on top of a gourmet mousse pâté. The pyramid shape makes serving simple, so all I have to do is peel and plate to make mealtime feel extra fancy. And with 2 entrees in every pack, it's easy to turn every day into the extraordinary. Fancy Feast gems.
July is here. How y'all holding up? Today in CityCast Las Vegas, I'm with writer and artist Vogue Robinson and my co-host David Figler, and we're talking about how to make the most of your July in Las Vegas without cooking like an egg on the sidewalk. It's Tuesday, July 1st. I'm Sarah Lohman, and here's what Las Vegas is talking about. Hi, David. Hi, Vogue. Happy summer. Happy July.
Happy summer.
Hey there. Cannot believe this year is over halfway done.
No, we have 6 more months to do dope things.
Time is a flat circle. And I just want to welcome any new listeners. Hello, hello. I'm glad you found us. If you like this episode, you'll probably like the rest of them too. So let's talk about how to live in this weather. Can we have some sun care tips? David, you just did a whole episode about this.
Yeah.
What was the most surprising thing you learned in your sun awareness episode?
I think that your clothing really, in addition to not providing full coverage, doesn't fully protect you from some of those UV rays unless you're wearing the super rash guard-y clothing line. So just be very, very cautious. We are in the desert.
David, I have to tell you the most shocking thing I learned during that episode was your story about your sunburn story in the pool when you were a youth. But I'm not going to share it. Please listen to that episode, everybody. It was shocking.
Shocking.
Vogue, what are you doing? Are you keeping it shady?
Keeping it shady. Hot child in the city. What do? You stay inside. So
yeah, you stay inside.
There's actually my vibes for the summer are, of course, bookish vibes. So I'm currently listening to Freedom is a Constant Struggle by Angela Davis because now is now. And what's better than reading alone? It's reading in brunch silently with other people.
Yes.
So Vegas has a silent book club and they meet at the Springs Preserve Cafe. And so
Cute.
I'm going to be going
it's
to...
such a cutie space, too. I love
Beautiful
that.
views, amazing food, amazing drinks. Love the Springs Preserve Cafe.
I love that y'all know these things. That's why you're my friends. So Springs Cafe on site. So on July 6th, I'm going to hang out with the Vegas Silent Book Club for the brunch. So the first hour is going to be hi, how you doing? What's your name? Snacky, snack, snack. And then the second hour, they set a 1 hour timer and they're all right, stop talking to each other and read, bitches.
I love a silent book club. Obsessed.
These are my people. So I'm really excited to do that.
See, my indoor vibe for July is to realize that I'm too late to sign up for all the bowling leagues, which I always promise myself every year. I'm going to do Summer Bowling League because it's a fun indoor activity. My level of physical exertion, because it comes with fries if you want. But I did discover that there was at least one abbreviated, meaning 6-week bowling league that actually starts in July.
David, you got to join.
And you could sign up for it all the way through July 9th. And you could be a solo person, or you could be with your partner, a couple, or you could get a whole team together and you could do it all the way through July 9th. And that's at the Gold Coast, which is very old school throwback bowling center. And I love that space. And I haven't been there in so long. It happens Sundays at 3:30. Betteroffbowling.com. You could check that out.
So you're going to do it, or you're going to put it off?
I am going to do it.
Okay.
No, I'm not just saying it to say it. This is my time.
CityCast Bowling Team. CityCast Bowling Team. Sarah, what you got?
So I do go nocturnal because my car doesn't have tinted windows, and there are just other things I've had to spend my money on. So I haven't tinted my windows. So I am not going anywhere while the sun is out. I'm going to do my grocery pickup at 9 p.m. before they close. I'm just not. But I have to go outside, though, or I get stir crazy. So I just did a cute episode with Berta, our fave from the Conservation Lands Foundation. We were just talking about ways to get outside. And in the process of researching that, I learned that our parks have got all kinds of amazing nighttime activities. Like Ice Age Fossil Park, our newest state park, has all kinds of night hikes and really early morning hikes happening, guided hikes.
That's the only time. I mean, it's so hot out.
So cute.
Yeah.
And I love that they're like learning sessions too, as well as my local park, the Wetlands. They have early morning beaver hikes and they have evening bat hikes as well. And then Lee Canyon has started doing free yoga on weekend mornings. There's no setup necessary. You just show up. So cute.
Oh, that's great. I love all of those things. I want to go. I want to go see bats.
Okay, so the things that we should do or buy or know, can I just dish some air conditioning advice to everybody?
Yes, homeowner. Come on, homeowner babe.
I did. I bought a house.
Teach us the ways.
It's my responsibility now. You have to take care of that air conditioner like a member of your family, you know?
Oh, heck yeah.
A pet at minimum. It needs care. You have to, please, set a timer on your phone. You've got to change that filter every 2 months. When you put a new one in, set a new reminder. You've got to have new ones in. Because it's not just like protecting all this like gook from coming into your home and filtering the air. It's also important for the machinery itself. You need to call whoever your AC people are. And if you don't have them, get them and get a tune-up. Nevada Energy, for all of its recent controversy, does offer income-qualified AC tune-ups. You can apply online. If you meet certain income brackets, they'll come to your home and do the AC tune-up for free. And for everybody, you can request a free smart thermostat. So like the ones you could control from your phone and like set times for it to turn up and down. They also do this thing called flex response, which means like at times when there are a lot of people pulling on the electricity grid, it will automatically turn your temperature up 4 degrees, and they will give you bill credits that get applied to your bill at the end of the year if you agree to that program too. So I don't have a smart thermostat. I haven't agreed to it yet, but I am considering
it. Don't do it. I've done it. We did it once, I think, in our first house.
The flex response.
There was a year where it turned it up, and it was not the season to be turning the AC up. Like unless you've got good ceiling fans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we didn't. But I think, I don't know, I wouldn't give up my power.
I love that these are all very, wait for it, hot tips.
Hot tips. You can get the smart thermostat for free without having to agree to the flex response program.
Do that.
They've actually got tons of free stuff for people in lower income brackets and people that are not. You should definitely, if you haven't, like go to the NV Energy website and like look at all their assistant programs. They'll even have someone come to your house and do an energy efficiency assessment for free and like give you a plan on what you can do to make your house like less leaky, more cold at the right times, and more warm at the right times. So yeah, Vogue, what's up with you? What's up with you in July?
Well, I'm like, what should you go do and buy? People, you should just suck it up and go to the pool. Get in the pool, just do it.
Go to the pool.
My sister got the Durango YMCA membership. And and what it is, it's for 2 adults and 6 kids. So if you're like a play date kind of mom and it's like somebody has 2 kids and somebody else has 2 kids and you gather and go in. And so it's pretty much, it's worth the money. And I think it's like $83 a month, but there's a summer version of the membership. But the pools have like a water park area and there's like swim lanes. So for the people who are like real swimmers, there's seasonal 8-lane, 25-meter swim areas. And then, if you want the summer pass, then it's $200 for the Sizzlin' Summer Pass.
Like this goes into like cool auntie and uncle territory. Like we're all cool aunties and uncles here. We can round up the nieces and nephews and others and bring them to the pool.
Yes, all the bodyguards are present. They're super dope. But there's military discounts. There's financial aid available for families as well. So if you feel like that price is too high for you, still go in, because if you do some paperwork and show them what your income is, they can bring the rate down. They don't turn anybody away. And that's the thing that I really love about the YMCA. So that set of pools, YMCA. And then, but wait, there's more pool action because the city of Las Vegas has a bunch of pool events that are open to the public.
And Henderson too. We've got all of our community centers out here. They all have pools too. And they have classes and stuff on an income curve as well. You just have to apply.
Of course Henderson does.
Yeah.
July 26th, City of Las Vegas is having their Summer Splash Bash, $4 per person, at the Garside Pool. So they're doing a big old party, dancing, swimming, games, DJ playing live. So it's kind of like a block party at the pool. And that's on July 26th from 6 to 9 p.m. So if you don't have a pool, don't worry. The city has a pool and they're going to throw a party and you can come.
And also, if your neighbors have pool, make friends with your neighbors.
Hop the fence. Oh,
Well,
make friends with
you
your
know.
neighbor, I mean.
Right.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive, a leader in boat insurance. Welcome aboard to Carefree Boating. Here, we don't worry about the what-ifs, because we explore with Progressive Boat Insurance for as little as $100 per year for a basic liability policy. Progressive also offers a variety of other coverages and can help you cover repair costs when you need it. And with discounts like multi-policy, safety courses, responsible driver, and more, your mind can really float free. Cruise on over to Progressive.com to get a quote today and see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Rate and discounts not available in all states or situations.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
David, what about you? What are you up to this July other than bowling, finally, for the first time?
Well, I mean, I love bowling. Let me just get it straight. Also, kind of maybe, and this could be counterintuitive to Vogue, because we have sparred on this podcast before over
You and
my
Yes, because
famous
he leaves.
hate of Elvis as
Oh.
a Vegas thing. But
Hate Elvis?
I don't appreciate
He has to.
Elvis as sort of this symbol of Las Vegas, because I feel like it's become so cornball, and
Sure.
there are other places that are far more Elvis-y than Vegas for celebration.
The father of the residency. The father of the residencies.
Let me just express my nuance here with my experience that I feel like July is a good one for. I don't appreciate everyone like glomming onto this Elvis thing, but I do appreciate that the Elvis impersonator has become its own Vegas thing.
Okay, David, where are you going with this?
I am going to the Elvis Tribute Artists contest, the
What?
festival at the Westgate. It's going from
Cool.
July 9th to the 13th, because I believe that the Elvis Tribute Artists should be celebrated in and of itself, and,
Yeah, that's
and
sweet.
detach that, if you will, from Elvis as the thing. There's also going to be like a children's Elvis competition called the Little King Competition.
Both of our faces, just me and Vogue, our faces
I'm in.
lit up.
I am in
Yes.
for baby Elvis.
Baby
Yes.
Elvis, Little Kings, Little Kings. So 2 people from Nevada have made it into the contest because it is limited now. Johnny Fortuno, who has the greatest name for an Elvis impersonator ever,
Yeah.
and another fellow named Shane Patterson. I don't know anything about these folks.
Wait, is this international? This isn't just our local Elvi?
It's definitely a national competition. They've had
Okay.
regionals. The regional people have secured their place in the semis.
Incredible.
I don't want to know too much about it. My favorite when I get there is going to be for the person who makes the Elvis their own and not just a carbon copy of the original. So I'm not going
Find
for
the
someone.
Elvis inside of
Yes,
you and let
you
it
get
shine.
me, Vogue. You always have.
Mhm.
So this is my nuance of celebrating Elvis in Vegas, is that I'm not celebrating Elvis, I'm celebrating his impersonators.
All right, so tell me one more time how much, where, and when, please.
This is a 5-day festival.
Oh my God.
I know. It runs from July 9th through the 13th at the Westgate. It features supposed world-class Elvis tribute artists, headline concerts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Some tickets are as low as $50. They go up from there, et cetera. I'm guessing if you just hang out or show up, you're going to wind up with, times when you could go in and it won't cost as much. That's my guess.
All right.
5 days.
So that's
5
a lot of
days.
Elvis.
Yeah.
Oof. All right. Vogue, you got any tasty treats lined up this month? What's getting you through?
anybody who loves downtown. There are more things opening, and one of the things that opened up that I'm really excited about is the Philly Freeze Me. You can get your jaunts.
Love Philly Freeze Me.
Get your jaunts at their new downtown location. So handcrafted freezy. So it's like Italian ice, but even better because like it's still like soft and fluffy. But oh my God, the flavors are always really delicious. What's great about the new location, y'all, is it has like a stay and chill for a while vibe. Like inside, all of the seats are very clearly cushioned and chill and swank. There's a big old gigantic screen on the wall, like watch whatever games are happening. And then they have a patio, as we say, bless their hearts, but there's a patio.
I mean, I can't believe they wouldn't just have a hot parking lot next to a convenience store, like other much beloved soft serve places in town, but still.
Nope, it's a whole patio. I think they've got some misters.
I want to eat my ice cream next to someone who's running their car with the AC on, but outside their car.
I don't know. Their marketing has really made it appealing. So
so there's oversized Jenga and oversized Connect 4 in the patio as well, which is just lovely. And then any of the fruit flavors, like strawberry, mango, blueberry, lemon, all those are great. There's a mystery flavor that's like a grayish purple color that I'm curious about. There's still a Juneteenth flavor available. And then if you want to relive your college decisions, for better or for worse, there's a Long Island iced tea flavor. So there's many there's alcoholic and non-alcoholic versions.
Real booze.
Yeah. Oh, yes. There's a Hennessy one. It's liquor. So
you and I are usually on the same page in the summer. We just want the coldest, frozenest things. Yes. And so my advice right now is to just go ahead and buy an ice cream maker. Honestly, I have two. I don't regret it. I know I'm the exception here.
You are.
I just want to give people advice on this because I've never regretted it. Making your own ice cream is great. You just have to find a good base recipe, and there are tons of great ice cream books out there, like depending on like what ice cream store you like. And then the possibilities are endless. And my favorite ice cream maker is a Cuisinart. I'm not being paid to say this. Just the cheapest Cuisinart, the most basic model that has like, the bucket you have to put in the freezer. You get it right off the Cuisinart website. It's $80. You can usually find it discounted for $50. And I found one at Savers for $9.99. And it was a bright, sunny yellow, too. So
I just need you to know, I don't know anybody who pronounces that word correctly. I'm like, Cuisinart?
Cuisinart?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Savers.
Savers? So much like a fondue maker, there have been people who have been led astray and they think they want an ice cream maker and that ends up at thrift store. So go check out the thrift stores. Don't get a fancy one. Just get the basic one you put in the freezer. Put that thing in for 24 hours and then make yourself some ice cream. You could also make sorbets and frozen yogurt in it too. Honestly, I love it. Also, when I was poking around on the Cuisinart website, I noticed that they now have an at-home soft serve maker. And so I am a little bit like, should I go next level? I didn't know that was possible.
You are the ice cream maven. You're writing a friggin' book about the history of ice cream, Sarah.
It would be a business write-off, but it is a little more pricey. Again, get the basic one. You could get them on eBay, too, for like $20 to $40.
That eBay will hold you down.
Yes. And the first one I bought lasted for 20 years. And even if individual parts, you can replace individual parts. It's just well worth it. You cannot lose. David.
Oh, for Eaton.
Well,
and I appreciate that Vogue shouted out my downtown, so I don't have to, even though there's, great drinking places downtown that I never want to sleep on. But I'm going to, again, shock Vogue. For my summer, I'm going to get it out of Summerlin.
What?
Yeah,
David,
I'm
you don't
traveling.
even know how to get there. You don't even know how to get
there. No, I know. You get that's the one direction I know. Just head west. There are two new restaurants opening up in Summerlin that I absolutely want to try out. One is in the Uncommons.
Oh, that's not Summerlin.
It is. It's Summerlin. Anything that's, if you can see the IKEA, you're in Summerlin.
Is the IKEA is in Summerlin?
Yeah.
I don't know where Summerlin is, apparently.
When you're in Summerlin, you just go, I'm not in Kansas anymore.
For all us old schoolers, anything that's kind of from IKEA up to like basically Idaho is Summerlin in Las Vegas. So the Uncommons, I think, is. We have on occasion like destination up there to Uncommons to go, like when Salt and Straw opened up.
Wait, so what are the restaurants?
Okay, so Rare Society There's this chef named Brad Hill who has a storied San Diego old school homage steakhouse. It is a little pricey, but it has a promising starters menu and a really pretty bar in there. So I'm looking at them oysters Rockefeller with the spinach and the arugula and the fennel and the lamb lollipops. Come on, with smoked paprika and pickled mustard seed chimichurri.
You're so old Vegas, Dave. Your old Vegas is showing,
I know, I'm
David.
so over steakhouses. This is like we just do it again and again and again. It's just me.
It's just because David is so old Vegas. He's just like, what? Steak?
I love to check
oysters?
that stuff out, especially if they're doing it well, especially if it's apps at the bar. But also, like the JW Marriott, they have a new Italian restaurant called I Pazzi that's coming there.
Yeah,
but
you know what? They're actually opening up a lot of stuff. I was going to say this for September, but they're one of the oldest dumpling places in the country, Nomois, which has been on the Lower East Side in Manhattan's Chinatown for 100 and some years. Yeah, 100 years and change. They're opening up a location in the JW Marriott this September.
JW
I'm
Marriott,
so excited.
and I did some research on JW Marriott, and I was like surprised to find that they have like a massive, cool herb garden where they grow their own herbs for the restaurants.
I had not even heard of this place. They're clearly turning things around with their dining program.
So there's the Hawthorne Grill, which has been there forever, and the Jade Asian Kitchen and Noodles, and they all use herbs out of the herb garden. So I called up, and I'm like, is that herb garden real? And they were like, confirmed, yeah, we harvest basil and mint and cilantro and thyme and sage and dill and chives and oregano and rosemary and peppers, depending on the season. And I'm like, that's amazing. And they're like, yeah, you could even kind of sneak a peek over there. So
I want a tour, David. Get us a tour. CityCast tour.
I do too. So yeah, don't sleep on the JW Marriott out there.
There you go.
Both those restaurants I mentioned, Rare Society and I Pazzi, are both opening first week in July. So yeah, go check out the new stuff down in Summerlin for summer.
Hey, I'm Mark Ronson.
And I'm Ray.
To celebrate 150 years of Audemars Piguet, we've teamed up to create something timeless.
A tribute to legacy, rhythm, and craft, with a very special connection at its heart.
A soundscape from two cities, two perspectives, and one shared vision.
Introducing our brand new song, Suzanne.
Looking for a sign to start that summer home refresh finally? Early access to Blinds.com's 4th of July mega sale is happening now. Blinds.com invented a better way to shop for window treatments with upfront pricing, no showroom markups, and no salespeople in your home. Choose from classic shutters to outdoor shades and more, all backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Shop early access to Blinds.com's 4th of July mega sale now. Save up to 40% site-wide, plus a free measure. Rules and restrictions may apply.
All right. How about a kicker? Look, I have an urgent one. I just heard that Mavericks at the Plaza is closing. Did you hear?
Oh.
It's announced as a hiatus.
It's announced as a hiatus.
Summer is tough for any production show in Las Vegas. And, downtown is not a traditional destination for it. So I look forward to whatever they're going to do next because the force behind Mavericks, Miss Behave, is just the best. She fills the room with love. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely. And curates this show, this incredible show. Yes, they say it's a hiatus. It seems to be contract issues. They say they're going to be back in September, but it's always a little bit like, ugh. So the show is playing through July 6th. So it's dark tonight. But then after tonight, it's the 3rd through the 6th. Get in there. Tickets are as low as $39 compared to like any of the Cirque shows or Absinthe or whatever. The drinks and everything are cheap. It's, as David has told me many a time, the last original showroom in Las Vegas. It's really beautiful. And it is, it's this curated show of both local performers, but also people that are touring through and just sort of get booked. It's circus, it's burlesque, it's comedy, it's incredible athleticism. It's a great time. I actually went with a couple of the team members. I went with your partner, David. I went with newsletter editor Rob Katchel-Reese and his partner, and I went with my sister, and we had an amazing time. And, you got to bring some cash, you get some change, you get some dollars, you got to give some tips at the burlesque shows.
Throw them up on the stage.
I have to say, Rob Katchel-Reese was the best at getting him up on stage. We were having a hard time making him go. Rob nailed it every time.
He's pretty tall.
I do love how they come out with like a broom to like gather up all the ones. It's a very fun experience.
The show is really incredible. I highly recommend it. So just in case it doesn't come back, please make it out there by the 6th. They even have a show on July 4th too. So consider it for your alternate July 4th plans. All right, Vogue, you got a kicker for me? Which kicker?
I'm kicking poetry because that's what I do.
Yeah.
The goal is like just to work against hopelessness. So I'm leading travel poetry workshops with the Las Vegas Clark County Library District because y'all know I love the freaking libraries.
So wait, what's travel poetry?
So I made it up.
Cool.
It's a new genre that Vogue invented. Come on.
Excellent.
It's from the tradition of poetry of place, but what the prompts are going to be writing about places that either you dream of that are real or imagined, and like what you want to do when you go to these places, how you'll feel when you're there. So we're just going to like time travel, imagine ourselves in new places. But I know for me, like I don't have a passport. So like, this is like my first step to like making myself get a passport. So it's kind of like goal setting / dreaming and imagining yourself somewhere else, and like taking in elements of the culture, like really researching a place and then putting that into poetry. And so I'm kind of really excited.
Let's get that passport before they shut down the borders. I will help you with it.
Look, if they don't, at least I'll have poetry.
Travel poetry is free? The workshop is free?
Yes,
okay.
The workshops are free. The library, it's the library, baby.
It's the library.
So yes, these workshops will be free. There's one on July 12th at the Rainbow Library from 3 to 4 p.m. And then if you can't come to that one, I have one on July 20th. And that's in the morning. That's a Sunday. So 10:30 to 11:30 at the Sahara West Library.
And we should just show up? We don't have to sign up?
Yeah, I'd love for you to register. If you register on my Instagram, or there should be some links in the show notes. But even if you don't register, I'll still love you. You can still come and hang out.
Yay. All right, David, what are you not missing this month?
I think the not miss this month, I was worried. We do get these announcements that things are closing down or going through a hiatus or whatever. And we're like, But one of those was BattleBots. Do you know BattleBots?
David.
And I had heard some rumors. I had not seen it, but then I saw an announcement that they're back. And not only that, but they're going to be doing a live taping for broadcast of the BattleBots Destructathon.
Oh, my God. David, I went again with Rob Katchel-Reese and producer Leah Mohammed and my friend Dan. We didn't go to a taping, it was just the regular show. It was so fun. I had the best time.
Yeah, so this is like the big hyped one. They're going to bring in the hosts that do the show that you see on TV and whatnot. Bots that are going.
And one of our local artists, Luis Varela-Rico, actually has designed BattleBots in the past. And so like it's in his portfolio. I was like, you did a BattleBot? Like you made a thing that you knew was just going to get crumpled and trashed and set on fire? And he was like, yeah, man.
And so some of the more famous robot battle creatures are going to be on display, whatever. It's just a good old time.
BattleBots.
And so the BattleBots July is going to be Battle of the Verts, VERTS. So these are 4 high-powered vertical spinners going blade to blade. But, my hot tip for this one is get your tickets because these things do sell out. And also go park over at Ellis Island. Like, that's a hush-hush. Don't tell them I told you to do that. And maybe
do they charge for parking?
They do charge for parking at the BattleBots stadium. But right across the street is Ellis Island. And that's a time-honored tradition in Vegas, is if you're going to an event, to go park at the casino. And go inside, because they're doing all sorts of renovations at Ellis Island. And Ellis Island has a lot of treats in there. And if you time it right for, like, later night and you're just adults, you could go do the karaoke. Doing karaoke in the Ellis Island Casino is its own experience. So yeah, maybe throw a couple bucks into the slot machine so you're not completely exploiting the free parking at Ellis Island, but it's right across the street. I mean, come on.
Fair enough.
Anyway, it looks like it's going to be a fun one.
All right, David, Vogue, I will see you out and about this summer if I ever leave my house.
You're going to leave your house. We're going to go get Philly Freeze Me.
Yes, okay, that's fair. We're going to get Philly Freeze Me. And it is in David's neighborhood, so David will come out too.
And I do promise that wherever we all go, I will have a jacket in my car if the air conditioning gets too cold. I will be that guy. I will be the one. Let me go to my car and get y'all a jacket because you're freezing.
We've been women our whole life. We always know to bring a wrap. We know what's up.
Facts.
All right. Thanks, David. Thanks, Vogue.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, guys. Happy July, everybody.
And that's all for today here in CityCast Las Vegas. If you enjoyed this show, why not tell a friend and make a plan for July? You can rate our show and leave us a review. And don't forget to subscribe to our morning newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Take care.